All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of The Point Guardian. I'm Marcus. I'm the managing editor here at the UCC Guardian. I'm joined by Miguel and Richard.
Hey.
What's up?
Miguel is a data viz editor, and Richard is an associate sports editor. We're supposed to be joined by Alex, our sports editor, who is missing today because of midterms. But he'll be joining us next week. So just for a short presentation, I'm a diehard Bulls fan. It's not working out too good this year for me. What about you?
I've been a Warriors fan since 07-08, so it's been great for me.
I'm a Laker fan, but times have been tough. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
The Lonzo hype dough.
All right. We have a few segments. It's our first thing, so we're just kind of try to see where we go with this. But so our first segment is the hype train. We're gonna see what are the biggest overreactions, underreactions at the start of season. We're taping this on Monday, October 30th. So if anything changes between tomorrow and like 2 days, it's not our fault. But so a little sample size, right? A few games, 6 or 7, depending on the teams. What is your biggest overreaction right now, Miguel?
I was going to say the Magic, but after watching the game yesterday, or not watching it, going over the game yesterday, the Detroit looks legit.
Because Detroit played your Warriors.
They beat us, like soundly beat us.
Them.
No, we didn't get destroyed, but for like 9 minutes, the Warriors made 6 points, and then the Bulls took 10 free throws and made them all.
You know, Pistons, right?
So, Pistons.
Because the Bulls would not be able to beat the Warriors. Let's be real.
Point marking in, baby.
Point marking in.
Hey, if you take 27 more shots than us, then maybe.
I mean, he's the only power forward on the team, so it's fine. What about you?
Yesterday, Sunday, October 29th, Knicks beat the Cavs.
Oh,
so, yeah. My hot take is that the Knicks are gonna be the first seed.
The Knicks are the best team in the East.
That's pretty much it.
That's legit.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
31 though.
He's 34, dude. He's gonna lead the league in
Porzingis
scoring.
was 31.
Yeah.
Lead the league in scoring.
That's for sure.
What were his numbers over the other games? Like what?
No
10?
idea. Dude, don't hate, man. Killer crossover.
What about so for the Eastern Conference, the first few teams are Detroit, Washington is at 2, Orlando's at 4, and you have the usual suspects: Milwaukee, Toronto. Cleveland is down all the way to
3 and
10?
4.
They're 3 and 4, yeah. The Heat is 2 and 3.
Wait, they're 3 and 4.
Yeah. The Cavaliers are 2 and 4.
That's so bad.
They lost 3 in a row.
Yeah. So my overreaction is: are the Cleveland Cavaliers too old to win the title?
Nah. This is LeBron in his usual coast mode, and like they're also trying to fit in who's starting, how this is gonna work with D Wade and what's his face, J.R. Smith. So getting that to work, and while waiting for Isaiah Thomas to come back, and D Rose for that matter.
Yeah.
So they have like no one.
He got
right
cleared
now.
today.
Wait,
to come back to play.
Oh, I thought he played on.
Yeah.
Didn't he play on Sunday though?
He played yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, he played yesterday.
He
against
played
the Knicks.
yesterday,
But he
doesn't really matter.
missed 4 games. That's true.
They're all rusty. Every team right now is rusty.
It's October.
Yeah, but every single player on that team is over 30, right?
No. What about I have no rebuttal for that.
Isaiah Thomas
mean,
is
they
like
got-
29.
They did
When he
get
comes
rid
back.
of they did get rid of Richard Jefferson, so they're a bit younger.
Oh, wow.
But
Iman
they
Shumpert.
gained.
That's great. Love it.
C.D.
about-
Osman.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Don't go there.
Okay.
What about the Heat? 2 and 3. A lot of people picked the Heat to make the playoffs, right? I know it's early.
Whiteside has
again.
played 1 game.
No, I think Dion.
Whiteside's
Waiters
been
got
injured?
He's been injured. He's played 1 game with and then the rest has been a bone bruise.
Really?
And that 1 game, he
Oh.
went 22 rebounds and 26 points.
That's right. That was the first.
So,
was the first game of
like,
the season. Yeah.
I can't call anything on that one.
What about Markelle Fultz's shot and how the Philadelphia 76ers are dealing with injuries to their top picks?
That was stupid. Are they still in the process? Has it not ended yet?
I mean, Joel Embiid still calls himself the process. So he wants more minutes. Markelle Fultz is injured but still plays. Ben Simmons is
They shut him down.
good. They shut him down.
They shut him down. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks.
That's okay.
Who? Fultz?
Fultz.
Yeah. Shoulder, right?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, more on Dion Waiters.
More on Dion
Since we're
Waiters.
talking about the Heat.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks ago, he had an ankle. Like, he tweaked his left ankle, I think. It's still bothering him right now, but he
Is
says...
he still playing?
I don't know if he's playing, actually, but...
I mean, if they don't have Waiters and Whiteside, then I can kind of
they're
see.
probably not going to do... Where are they right now?
They're 2-3.
2-3.
They haven't played that many games.
Well, yeah, we can't really make any...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we can move on to a little team update, which is the nice part of the podcast where everybody's happy and I'm sad.
Everyone's happy? Are
I'm
you sure
sad.
about
I
that?
think everyone's sad.
I think we're
about
all
that.
sad.
The Lakers. Oh right, yeah.
We're
All our
2
teams are
and
doing
4.
pretty bad. I like that.
We should be 6
That's
and
good. I'm bringing everybody down with me. Okay, so I'll start. So my question yesterday was, who is running the fucking Bulls? Guard packs, right? They starting Robin Lopez, Markkinen, Zipser, Holiday, and Jaren Grant, which is probably the worst starting five I've ever seen. And they're 1-4. They beat the Hawks, which is great for them.
Are we gonna start comparing to like the Nets from like 5-6 years ago and the Hornets back when they were setting records?
The Nets had a good team though. Like they had all those. Oh, you mean like right when they got rid of Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and all these guys, and they had like no draft picks. At least the Bulls still have the draft pick. At least they didn't like trade that away for whatever reason.
For money?
For
$2 million
money.
to be exact.
Jordan Bell for money seems like the worst deal in a series of really bad deals. Yeah. So the Bulls suck.
Mirotic.
Mirotic is. Yeah.
For like what, 27 million?
$27 million
They
over
signed
2 years.
Mirotic. Yeah.
Wait, can that be?
Give
With
him
a no trade clause.
With a no trade clause, and now he wants to be traded, which is great. And they picked up the option on Bobby Portis, who punched Mirotic in the face, and we're not making that up, and it's really sad.
It's good stuff.
Let's move on from the Bulls. Let's go to the Lakers.
What about the Lakers?
Well, you said off podcast, you said that Lonzo Ball sucks right now.
No.
So tell us more about that.
I'm not. I didn't say he sucks. I'm just saying he's not doing too hot. All right.
Well, he's not scoring points.
No. Well, I mean, I read an analysis on Reddit. You know, because that's the breeding ground for
trusted source.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's the breeding ground for educated
Everything on the internet is
discussions.
true.
But I mean, he's not doing well at all. I don't know how I feel about that, but I think he has the potential to to dominate the league with his passing, but one of the things I noticed, and the Reddit post highlighted, was the fact that UCLA ran him as a 2 guard a lot, and there's because he's athletic and he can jump up. He's averaging 9 rebounds a game.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's pretty. I wouldn't go as far as say he's athletic, but he's pretty tall for one.
Yeah. All right. So here are his splits. I think he's averaging 10, 7.5 rebounds, 7.7 assists. His shooting splits are pretty are really, really bad. 31.1% just field goal percentage, 28.1 from 3, and 55.6 from the free throw line. He's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's really bad.
Yeah.
And
That's a problem for the Lakers,
No,
because
definitely.
if the point guard sags off, the
Right.
defending point guard just starts being in the lane, then there's no space for any of these guys, and there's not that much shooting on the team to begin with.
No.
Right,
So-
Kuzma can make threes, but then you have Clarkson, and that's about it, right? Ingram is spotty at best.
Randall.
Randall.
Lopez.
Lopez, point guard
Polo.
right there.
Oh
Right?
God.
I don't know.
I guess he can shoot, but that's definitely a problem in the long term. If people don't respect Lonzo.
Yeah.
Lonzo's shooting especially, because he can pile up assists and rebounds, but that doesn't mean he's gonna impact the game.
Yeah. I guess one more thing that I'm not too happy with, was our game against Toronto, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fourth quarter push by the bench. I think it was Clarkson, Hart, Okay, all I remember was Randall and Hart were in. Okay, and those two like were seeing like they were responsible for, or it was them. It was that lineup that was responsible for like bringing us back. And then Luke was like, "Hey, let's sub in our starters." And then the starters just got torched. He subbed them out, but by then momentum was it shifted and we lost the game.
So is that a coaching criticism that he didn't trust the subs to get come back?
Yeah,
the whole
I
way?
mean, I don't know if it's like I don't know if he didn't trust them or he figured they should rest or he wanted to see how his starters would do. Like I don't know what goes on in the mind of the coaching staff, but I feel like watching the game you can kind of see that squad that was already on still had some fire left, But yeah.
I mean, it feels like both the Lakers and the Cavaliers, for the matter. The Cavaliers more because of injuries that they've had, but they're both don't really know what their starting five is.
Mm-hmm.
Almost what 6-7 games into the season.
Yeah.
All the other teams are whether they're good or bad, they all have a pretty set starting five, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lakers have tried 2-3. The Cavaliers have had 5 different ones.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of wonder where it's if that's a common theme and whether or not what's the best starting five for the Lakers going forward. Lonzo obviously has to play.
Yeah, you have
he has
Lonzo.
to develop, right?
Yeah, Lonzo, KCP, Ingram.
Yeah.
Those three are you
Set in
put them on the
And
floor
KCP was injured, right?
He was suspended for one game.
He was.
Yeah,
he was
back.
suspended. He's back.
He's
Okay.
been
He's back.
And now I don't know. I think you.
I think you put Randall and Brook Lopez in it.
Sorry, I want to put Randall in, but he does really well off the bench. He
Yeah, but Larry Nance Jr. is not a. Larry Nance Jr. is not a starting 4 in the league.
But
the Lakers he is.
Yeah, but that's a problem.
Right, well,
but
do you start
is
Kuzma?
Randall starting 4 on other teams?
Dude, fuck yeah.
I would pick Randall over Larry Nance Jr. I'd
For
rather have
a
Larry Nance
playoff
Jr.
team, though?
take.
I don't know about that, but I mean,
Because
Randall-
you want playoffs.
I mean,
Yeah.
Randall can do work. He's a big baller.
Hmm.
The guy
Big
can
baller
rebound.
brand,
He
name
can
drop.
score. Definitely that. But
Sponsor us.
I wouldn't put my trust in him.
Wait, what?
I mean,
I would not put my trust in Randall.
but if you put Randall in the starting 5, then you have Larry Nance Jr., Clarkson, and Kuzma coming off the bench, and that's a pretty good second unit. That's a good balance. I feel
Yeah.
like if you have Larry Nance in a starting 5, then suddenly it becomes unbalanced. I don't know.
I mean, you obviously start Lopez, right?
I mean, you have to. Who
Right.
else is playing center?
Randall.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, no, that
Let's-
that small ball lineup.
Yeah, but is it really small ball if no one can shoot?
Randall can hit the 3.
Yeah, but he's playing the 5
Every
in that
now and
that
Spread
in
the
that
floor.
lineup. Okay.
5
I
out.
mean,
No,
Just play
I mean,
Ingram at
Kuzma
the
can
5
shoot,
and be done
Ingram-
with it.
Okay.
All right, let's
as much
move
as I
on.
like the idea of that small ball, growing up watching Don Nelson, I
Okay.
think you're better off starting
No, we have to
starting Lopez at
Yeah,
least,
yeah.
and then moving into a small
Yeah.
ball if it works.
Then we just bench him. That's fine. All right. What's
All right, we
next?
can move on just really quickly to the Golden State Warriors. They're 4-3. They're average right now. I would say they're not that good.
We're
Then-
super out of shape.
Sure.
When Kerr came in 2-3 years ago, the first thing he did with the team was have them concentrate on basic passing drills. Well, I think they fucking need it right now because right now their turnovers are leading the league. They have 10 more than the Nets overall, and then it's 129 over 7 games. That's just not going to
way
that's
too
that's
many.
not a good team right there. I mean, when they get going, they're almost impossible to beat. I mean, you have to set an NBA record for threes in the finals to win a game off of them.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's just we now know the way to stop them. Shoot 14 more shots and don't let them score for 9 minutes. Good luck having that when they're not in foul trouble or turning the ball over like crazy.
That's the thing, because right now they don't have that many possession that end up with shots just because they can't handle the ball enough, I guess.
Yeah.
but we've all assumed that they were going to be better this year, right? That their bench got like younger and better with Nick Young coming in and Jordan Bell.
We go.
My favorite draft pick ever from the Bulls. I
love Bell.
Yeah, he's really good. He's worth way more than a 2.5 million.
Although people are saying, "Oh, he's so cocky." I mean, what?
that-
Malik Monk tried the same thing, but got swatted out of the arena.
That was beautiful.
That was great.
That was awesome. But like they're gonna be fine, right? Like we're not worried about the Warriors.
They're pulling a LeBron status right now. They're gonna coast for the next 75 games, and then playoff starts, and they're gonna turn on a motor. Hopefully.
And they're way better.
Although
than
Kerr's
the
gonna break a
Cavs.
few clipboards in the meantime.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Let's move on to a segment that we like to call grossly overpaid and underpaid players, and we wanted to talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. yesterday when we were discussing what was going to be on the podcast, and now he exploded and just brought down the Cavaliers with 34 points. Is he still really overpaid, or is he the best player
Without a
the
doubt
Knicks have
overpaid.
ever had?
Wait, it's 71 million, right?
71 million, what, over 4
For
years?
4 years.
Who are we paying?
Nice.
Tim Hardaway Jr. or Tim Hardaway? Because
He wishes.
Well, that's like about a little under 18 million a year.
That's the thing, though, now. Like, what kind of players can you get for 18 millions a year?
Apparently Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, he's definitely overpaid, right? He's not going to have 30 points every game. And also, there's no one else on the Knicks that can help except for Porzingis. Oh, yeah, Porzingis is the number one option. Cantor, really?
I mean,
he had 18. Jarrett Jack.
That's sad.
Cantor might have 18, but how many points did he allow?
I don't know, actually. Wait,
The guy's worse than David Lee on defense.
I mean, he's
Jared Jack hasn't been good since he was on the Warriors 5 years ago.
He was guarding what's his name? I'm guessing he was guarding Love, right?
Kevin Love?
Yeah, I mean Love had 20.
Didn't they just go back to Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love starting five?
Tristan
yeah.
Thompson,
Kevin
that
Love had
Kardashian
22.
curse going
Oh.
on right
No,
there.
He's
yeah,
also
he had
overpaid.
one. Tristan Thompson had 1 point.
Yeah, he's definitely overpaid.
Dude, he pulled a Roy Hibbert. He had 0 rebounds.
Hey, it's
Hey,
not the
he
playoffs
pulled
yet,
it.
so it's not Roy Hibbert
No,
status.
he only took 1 shot. He played 19 minutes. How do you do
Well,
that?
who's taking the shots
had
on
4
that
fouls.
team?
Wait, no. Okay, look. I
I think that's more important right there.
Who's taking the shots on that team? It's LeBron, and then who else?
I mean, LeBron only had LeBron, Love, and Rose had like 15 each.
Derrick
Well,
Rose.
Rose had 14, but
Derrick Rose.
I mean,
That Bulls fan in you
Oh, yeah.
crying.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not sad because he's pretty bad now. Like,
But-
the Cavaliers can have him.
Well, back to Hardaway Jr.
But, yeah.
Like, I don't know what possessed the Knicks to give him that kind of contract.
I don't think anybody else was bidding. That was, like, the thing. They were, like...
Did they sign him
extended his
before or after
contract.
Phil Jackson is a question. Before or after Phil Jackson got out of there?
I think it was before.
It's before, then it's
No,
Phil.
I think it was after.
It was after?
Is it after?
Because I think Phil traded Hardaway, right? The Knicks had him.
To the Hawks, right?
The Knicks had
yeah,
him.
I remember that.
And
Okay.
they were like, wait, we want him. Let's give him back. Get him back for 71
yeah, so it was
million.
after. So it's the Knicks being the Knicks.
Pretty much.
It's like 15 years have passed and the Knicks are still overpaying players who are not worth. At least he's young, right? Let's say that. He's
Mhm.
like 26, something like that.
I think so.
So he can still get better. But he's a bottom tier starting 2 guard in the NBA.
I mean,
Right.
who are your top tier starting 2 guards? You got Jimmy Butler, but he's playing 3 now, kind of.
So I guess Andrew Wiggins is a
Yeah.
2.
So Wiggins,
Well,
Clay.
Harden, of
Harden.
course. And he
Beal.
is a shooting guard. Don't give me the bullshit about him being a
No,
point.
he's a shooting
No,
guard.
he's a shooting guard. And then you have Beal.
Beal.
Those are your top 4. Wow. McCollum is top 5. And then that's it,
Yeah.
right?
And then
Eric Gordon, I guess.
no, Eric Gordon's been balling out.
He's been balling out, especially with Chris Paul out,
Yeah.
because he's back to the starting shooting guard position.
Yeah, I watched him play the Sixers. He took over. Hit the
29
buzzer.
points.
Yeah, and he hit like 3 threes like in the fourth. The final 3 was a buzzer beater, right? Like,
Yeah.
And just, oh gosh, that was a beauty to watch.
I'm just thinking there isn't that many 2 guards in the
No,
league.
the shooting guard position is like
It's pretty bad right now.
so
Evan
it's so
Fournier.
bad.
Evan Fournier is probably a top 10 shooting
I
guard
thought
right
he's
now.
he's not a
He's
guard.
a shooting guard.
Okay.
He's handling the
He's a
ball
shooting
because they're
guard.
not starting Alfred Payton, but he's a shooting
Oh,
guard.
you have Oladipo.
Oladipo is a
Oladipo
2.
with 26.
Yeah?
Outscoring Paul George.
A game winner over
He's
LaMarcus
good.
Aldridge. It was a good shot.
He just can't shoot the ball.
Us.
He can't shoot the ball, scores the game winner.
Well, okay,
yeah,
fine,
man.
whatever. But yeah, who else? JJ
Redick.
Oh man, that's
Oh.
pretty bad.
Is he doing well for them?
I don't know. I really haven't been
Like,
keeping up
all
with
eyes have been on Simmons and Embiid.
Yeah.
And Embiid's glass ankles as well.
I mean, they're 2-4, so the Sixers are pretty bad right now. So
I mean, the
part
process.
of it is because of Markelle Fultz, obviously, and it's good that he's like being shut down.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like,
Did
yeah,
you see him do a pull-up jumper?
yeah,
It was
it's horrible.
So bad.
But then you have like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Like no one said that they could actually play together, which is kind of weird. Like now they're realizing that you have two like big men that play
Like,
20 feet away from the basket, and you
Yeah.
have a problem.
I mean, they have
You have no
Okafor to put
spacing.
in whenever they want,
that's-
but
wait,
bad.
I forgot he's still on their team.
he's still on their
Yeah.
team.
Does he even play?
No, not really.
So
Or
what do they,
what
What
does
did
he
they
play?
do for 5 years when they were drafting these players?
no, it's like let's pick up all the big men, and you know what? Let's switch to guards now.
Yeah, and let's just
Wait,
trade all
that
of them
sounds like
away for nothing.
that sounds like the Bulls right now.
Oh man, yeah, but we didn't have like any good players to start for.
We have Nick
start with.
Stauskas.
Nick Stauskas is on the Sixers.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh man.
Amir Johnson for 11 mil.
Oh yeah, Amir Johnson.
I guess
With that
like-
glut, it's not worth it.
everything is like overinflated now, so I can't really tell because like it depends like how much is like Brook Lopez getting, for example.
I don't
Not
know.
not to target anyone on the Lakers specifically,
No,
but
it's fine. I don't care for. I mean, as a Laker fan, yay, go Lopez.
yeah.
But you know, I don't whatever. What's his salary?
I'll
So
hit
according
those
to Hoops
shots.
Hype, his salary is 22 mil.
That's
what does that even
awful.
mean? What does that even mean? Is that like, is
Is that 22 mil a year?
let me check.
That's awful.
Just
B-ball reference. Wait, is it on B-ball?
There's like
reference?
10 better players at center that I can get for less than that.
Salaries. Yeah, he's getting paid. What? He's getting paid 22,000.
Well, what? No.
22.6 million. Sorry.
Oh, a million.
Sorry,
Okay.
my bad. 22.6.
So that's where the
million.
Lakers season went. Okay.
Oh my
well,
God.
going back to Okafor, right now in 22 minutes, he's going 10 and 9
That's pretty good.
for 22 minutes. Like, that's
he's-
good, but
he's-
they're definitely underutilizing him.
getting
But he's also
50.
playing against second tier players, right? So it
I mean, the entire East is playing against.
Oh, come on. Kemba.
Nice.
Oh, can we talk about Dwight
Kemba.
Howard?
Can we talk about Dwight Howard? Let's go. Let's talk about Dwight Howard.
Howard. He's,
we calling hype here, or is it?
Yeah, let's
let's
let's call
I
him
mean,
Hype.
he's always shooting that 0.3% from the line.
That's awful.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
what,
But he's
averaging 15
rebounding-
rebounds,
I think it's
12
17
points,
rebounds.
17 rebounds?
I think it's
what's
17
he
and
averaging
15.
right now?
I think 15.
He's at 15.7 and
Yeah.
16.2.
That's a pretty decent double-double.
Yeah, that's 15 and 16. Like, he's
I mean,
back.
that's.
Where are the Hornets?
I believe that's leading the league. Well, unless you count Whiteside's one game.
I mean,
Mhm.
against his Milwaukee, he had he had 8 points, but
He had 8 points, but he rebounded
only
like
4 or
crazy.
6. He only took 4 or 6, but yeah, he had 22 rebounds. Like,
And Milwaukee is probably the biggest team out there.
yeah, I mean, since he's played, he's only had one game where he's had under 10. Only one game, and the lowest rebounding game he had was 10 rebounds.
Hmm.
So
Isn't it kind of strange though that he's like successful on this Charlotte Hornets team where there's literally Kemba and no other shooters?
I mean, that's why he's successful. He's getting the high usage that he
I guess, yeah.
like.
But is he being
They
efficient?
have Michael Kidd Gilchrist. They're not having him taking
Yeah,
threes.
he can't
yeah,
shoot.
he's been
So either it's Kemba dropping shots or you're passing the
Have
ball
Cody
to Dwight.
Zeller, Frank Kaminsky. This team is
I
awesome.
mean, you have Dwight Howard.
And
what's up?
Batum is injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
So-
what I mean. It's like
So
I didn't
You just have
expect.
the highest usage out there.
Well, I mean, the Hornets are 3-3, right? We can just assume that they're 3-3 because the East sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have good players, but they're not that good of a team. So is he gonna lead the league in rebounds after 82 games?
I don't know about that, but I think you might see, like, he's going to be a really big factor for the Hornets in the playoffs.
I mean, you assume the Hornets are gonna make the
yeah,
playoffs.
if Howard doesn't get, I mean, if assuming injuries don't happen or like nothing major happens, and Batum comes back and whatever, I think the Hornets might be a legitimate threat. You know, like
What
Dwight
about,
Howard, he's still a beast on the boards. He might
Yeah.
not be
Hearing you
flopping.
say that just makes me feel weird.
It's weird.
The Hornets might be a legitimate
I
Well,
don't think so.
If it okay, so if it turns out like if the Hornets play like the Celtics, the
Okay.
Celtics have no big man,
Yeah, and
so
Dwight
Dwight
Howard just
dominates,
feeds
and then you
on
have
it.
like a one-on-one between Kyrie and
And-
Kemba.
Kemba.
And the Celtics have never been a good rebounding team.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That would be a pretty
Aaron Baines.
fun like series.
Aaron
I mean, the
Aaron
Celtics are gonna
Baines
have
almost
problems.
get dunked on
Yeah,
Yeah.
and almost get the poster of the century.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
The Celtics are gonna have problems anyways. But if they play a team like the Hornets, it might be interesting.
Because they're starting 2 rookies, right? No, not rookie. Oh, a second year in Jalen.
Oh,
Brown.
because starting Brown.
J-
They're
Jalen
starting Kyrie, Brown, Tatum, Morris,
Horford.
Hmm?
Horford, and Morris. Who's playing? Who's the 5th player on the Celtics
I don't
that's
know.
starting now that Hayward is done?
I think Morris is still
Is it
out, isn't he?
Morris?
I have no idea actually.
Terry Rozier.
Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum. So you have Tatum,
Tatum,
Jalen Brown.
Tatum, Jalen Brown. Those take the 2 forward spots.
So who's playing?
Here's your
2?
2 guard. Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart,
Smart
Mr.
starting.
Flop.
There you go.
Marcus Smart.
He's a good player.
He's a good
scrappy.
defender, but all we see from him really are flops.
No, but he's the guy. Like he's the guy that like every coach wants. You know, like
Yeah.
He's a hustle player.
and
Gets
just
everything you need.
like a Patrick Beverly. You know.
Yeah,
Those-
or
those are the
Avery
guys
Bradley
that
that they
look
fuck.
But we're not
traded
talking about
away for
Patrick
some
Beverly
reason.
unless
No.
he's playing Lonzo.
Oh, we're talking about no, get out of here, dude. Yeah, like Smart,
Or Russell Westbrook.
Beverly. Who else is like that?
Draymond?
Green is like that.
Avery Bradley. Well, at the 2 guard, right?
Yeah. Well, just annoying.
Oh,
little-
just in general.
Annoying
Just
little
annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like
we're
Draymond
not,
Green,
trying not
all
to
right.
swear here.
what?
you know?
Draymond, definitely.
Yeah. It's just like people,
Tony Allen.
Yeah,
Tony
they have that
Allen's
fire
good.
to play defense.
You pretty much think about who's a good defender in the league, and you
Yeah.
get the annoying pieces of
Yeah.
All right.
Of what? Huh?
what? I didn't say anything.
Let's not go there. We're gonna move on to let's do a rookie watch. So we've talked about Lonzo. So let's forget about Lonzo
Kuzma.
for just a minute. Ben Simmons has been really good. De'Aaron Fox has been good, but nobody watches Sacramento,
Yeah, no.
so nobody knows about it.
I mean, he's apparently as good as John Wall, according to himself.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Who else just comes up? Tatum has had a really good start to his season, but that's also because he has a big role to fill.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma. Do you want to talk about Kyle Kuzma?
No, I don't really care for
No?
him. Well, it's
Really?
Not, no, it's not like no. I think he's gonna be like he's good, or he's gonna be good at least. I think. You know, as much as my trolling allows me to, as much as I love to troll, I think a lot of our players are projects.
For the Lakers.
As it should
yeah.
be.
And
You're
but-
rebuilding.
Yeah, and I mean our team is the project right now. You know, there's really
That's
no
true.
set offense. Like I watch them and I don't know what's going on. I mean, and yeah,
I mean, it's implementing a system.
right, but there's really no. It's like all I see are there's one ball screen and then they go off that, but there's rarely any offside action, weak side action. Sorry, and I don't know. People just aren't moving, and then when we do move, we get a bucket. So it's like, what? Like I said,
They need something to click.
Yeah, I don't know. But any other rookies?
So we have who went 4th? Josh Jackson. Nobody watches the Suns, so
I mean, that gun motion though.
oh
I hear
man,
Monk's been doing all right.
Monk.
No.
Except for that one
He's
time
been
where he
shooting.
didn't- He's been.
He's
but
been
he's coming
shooting
off
like
the
he has to.
bench.
Yeah.
Like he's not like the other rookies that are all starting.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause then you have Dennis Smith Jr. and the Mavericks are awful. So
I feel like all the news we hear about rookies are either Lonzo and Simmons getting triple doubles,
yeah.
or some rookie doing some knucklehead move, and
Yeah.
then either
Jordan
everyone
Bell,
getting mad
Malik
at him.
Monk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ben Simmons is winning the Rookie
I
of the
mean,
Year award.
There's
right?
Dennis Smith Jr. getting
I don't think he
talking
is.
shit with Draymond.
You don't think he is?
Wait.
Ben Simmons rookie of the year.
No.
Ben Simmons is winning.
Lonzo Ball Rookie of the Year.
Okay. All right. Let's go on.
Die Hard. LA,
Die Hard
baby.
fan.
Wait. Yeah. Where are we going now?
Let's go on. I mean, we can talk about Lauri Markkanen and the great games he's had to have.
Can we please bring up trade rumors with Bledsoe?
All right.
Because I've been
let's
wanting
go.
to talk about
Let's
this.
go, Bledsoe.
go.
Because apparently the Suns also want to pair Tyson Chandler with that.
Oh, that's a bad contract.
So it's like, You want an undervalued player and trade Tyson
And a bad
Chandler too?
contract. It's not even expiring. I think he has two
He has
2
2
years
or 3
left.
years.
That's so bad.
At like 40 years old.
Okay, yeah, no. Well, so the trade partners are what? Milwaukee, Cleveland, Denver, right?
We were talking about
Who else?
Okafor. I mean, if they're not planning on pushing Tyson Chandler,
But what's the package you make to the like
You switch Okafor
for Bledsoe,
for Bledsoe.
literally?
I mean, you technically have
That's
You take on Tyson
immediate.
Chandler because you need veteran. Sorry,
JJ Redick.
Well, yeah, but
Jared Bayless?
they have space. They have space on the cap.
I
They don't
mean-
care.
True. Yeah.
It does not. Technically, it does not make sense because they want Fultz, but we don't know how long he's going to be out.
3 weeks.
And if you're going
Bledsoe
to
can
trade
play
up
the
for
two,
someone
though. Why don't they
Yeah.
just put Bledsoe and Fultz and play them together?
and then bring Redick off the bench,
I mean, they did that in Phoenix, right? The best season Phoenix has had in like 10 years was when Dragic and Bledsoe was playing the two
True.
before they traded for Knight
before they traded for Knight. I think that's
and
doable.
IT.
and IT.
And
Or
that's-
well, they
I don't
traded
know
IT.
what the Suns
That
are
was
doing. They're like,
weird.
let's try to find an next
But they were good for one season. They
They
had
fine
48
good.
wins, I think.
48
They were
wins
pretty good.
after like
In the West, that's pretty good.
it was 48 wins in the West. They didn't make playoffs, but Tyson Chandler was still actively playing
No, they had
And,
a
like,
good team, but now it's like
before he
now they're
disappeared
just-
off the face of the map for the last 2 years,
He's been doing all right. Just enforcing.
enforcing.
The Nuggets need Bledsoe, right? Moutier's not the answer at point guard.
What? No, I'm kidding.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. You have Jokic.
So they have Jokic, they
player
have
on
Gary
Jokic.
Harris,
and that
the
makes
two.
a lot of sense, just because.
And it makes a lot of sense. They probably have some
if they let
trade.
Jokic be the focal point of the
Well,
offense,
Who's
then
been traded?
I'm sure they have players that they can trade.
Wilson Chandler is what I'm hearing. Will Wilson Chandler and Moutier, or Moutier and Fareed, because Fareed wants out.
Fareed's wanted out for ages.
Well, yeah, but
Well, yeah, because he's not playing anymore.
Manimal.
They might as well.
Yeah.
they'd move him, and that since Moody is still on his rookie contract, that would make the contracts work out between there. But
Yeah.
if the Suns really want to package Tyson Chandler in there too, what kind of deal would you have to create to make this work?
I mean, Richard Jefferson.
The ever traded.
Ever
Richard
traded
Jefferson.
forever?
No,
Um,
I don't know who you trade.
Are you looking at it right now?
I mean, I don't know any
Yeah.
of these players. Will Barton maybe.
No.
Will Barton?
It's not
No,
worth it.
they like him.
What about
Yeah.
a Milwaukee switch? Wait, they switch Michael Brogdon with Bledsoe.
No, I don't think they give up Brogdon. I wouldn't give up Brogdon.
Bledsoe's like 26 years old.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's
Still super
I
young.
think-
he's been injured
I think
for
Bledsoe
sure.
would be-
single day.
I think
I'd
he's-
take Bledsoe over Brogdon.
he's 27.
Honestly.
He has a higher ceiling. Bledsoe definitely has a higher ceiling.
Really? I think
I think Brogdon.
Brogdon has more potential,
Brogdon is-
Oh,
but
really?
right now, Bledsoe is
Brogdon's
overall
already
the better
23
player.
years old though.
Yeah,
He's
but
had 4 year.
But that
uh,
guy's got a fucking masters.
So what?
He's a genius, dude.
Does that make him a better basketball player?
No, but okay. He's 6'5". He runs the point.
Yeah.
Like the league is trending towards everyone being like 6'8".
Bledsoe can hang with all
Positionless?
these guys though.
No, but like I don't know. Whenever I watch Bledsoe play, he doesn't make like the team better.
yeah, because Phoenix sucks.
Yeah, but you don't like. I guess you need him for scoring, but you have Chris Middleton, you have Delhi, you have I mean Parker's coming back.
Delhi's
soon.
probably going to move in the deal just to
No,
make
Delhi
contracts
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think Bledsoe's upside is worth losing Brogdon.
Hmm.
At least I don't know.
That's
but
fair.
We'll see.
I could see him fitting in really well with both Denver and Milwaukee, just because
Yeah.
Well, if you do take the ball out of Giannis's hands, would that be better or worse?
Don't do that.
So maybe it wouldn't be
let
that good of a
Giannis be
fit
Giannis
in
and just
Milwaukee,
stay out of the way.
because he'd have to stay. He wouldn't be main ball handler.
That's true.
So would that really work out then?
I don't know.
Hmm.
And the last team that was involved in those talks is like the Clippers. And I don't
Patrick
see
Beverley?
it.
I don't see
it
them having a
happening.
package.
I don't see it happening. I don't see what they can trade away, but that would be like.
But then
cool
again,
to see.
at the rate stars are going right now, maybe they could trade
true.
pennies and
It'd be
pennies and
pretty cool
dimes
to
to make
see Bledsoe come back to the Clippers now that Chris Paul has gone. I feel like everybody on the Clippers is just happy that Chris Paul is gone.
Chris
Yeah.
Paul's gone. I mean,
Clippers will be all right.
how long
they're
is
gonna be
Sedosic
fine.
out?
I'm sorry.
Teodosic?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't know, a few weeks.
a few weeks.
They're gonna be fine though.
I could see him
as long as Blake
just
Griffin is not
filling
injured,
in.
they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, Griffin needs to stay healthy.
That's a big if.
That's true. All right, last but not least, yeah, we're gonna pick. So each week we're gonna pick. We're gonna make our picks for nationally televised games. Alex also made his picks. He's not here. So we have 10 games this week.
Why they're all October 30? Oh wait.
It's today. That's today's
Yeah,
podcast
that's
date,
today's
Richard.
date.
No, but, like,
I
I guess.
yeah, it means we have to
And-
pick them today.
Oh, like, that makes sense.
So we can just go through them if there's something that kind of.
So we have Spurs Celtics.
So yeah, the first game is Spurs Celtics. That's tonight, Monday night. Miguel's the only one who picked the Celtics.
I don't know why he would do that, but
Yeah, that's true. Why would you do that?
okay.
Okay,
Kyrie's a Spurs
I
killer.
never
like,
say go against the Spurs, but
Yeah.
they
Don't
haven't
go
been
against
playing
the
that well
Spurs.
right now.
That's
True.
true.
And if I wouldn't say that Popovich is not going to rest his starters on a back-to-back.
maybe.
They played yesterday.
They played yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Now I want to change my pick.
Oh,
I
This-
want to like
this guy
I
picks.
do not. I don't think like even if it's in the beginning of the season, Popovich is Popovich.
That's true.
Plus,
I
against
mean-
the Celtics, it's going to be a big game
Yeah.
either way.
Okay,
so
I can see that.
Popovich saying like, okay, whatever.
But so it depends on who plays, right?
We'll see.
Do you think that the Spurs win if everybody plays?
Definitely.
Everyone, does that include Kawhi Leonard?
No. Well, I mean,
Oh, he's still out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay.
I mean,
Look-
if everyone plays, I can see it being much closer, and I would not go against the Spurs. But just the chance of him resting someone
That's fair.
makes me want to lead to saying the Celtics.
okay, look, my rebuttal for that is all I remember was there was one game when LeBron was still on the Heat. Pop benched all his
The
starters,
entire team.
And they
all
still
his
won.
starters, and they won. I think they won by like one or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It was like 199.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Spurs being able to like play anything.
the Spurs are
Yeah,
going to be good
And Pop got
regardless.
fined, so
Yeah.
it was pretty funny.
But like you mentioned, Kyrie is a Spur killer.
Yeah, no, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
It's going to be a good game, though. Then right after that, we have Warriors Clippers. We all picked the Warriors. Nothing to discuss here. Thunder Bucks. You both picked the Thunder. I picked the Bucks. I don't trust the Thunder. They're 3-3. I've realized they've only been beaten in like really, really close games.
Yeah.
But I'm still picking the Bucks. I think Giannis is gonna like have 40 points and go back and forth with Russell
With
Westbrook
Westbrook?
the whole time. It's gonna be amazing.
But
Um,
if they are going back and forth, then we still have Paul George and Melo
I
dropping
think
20 on
the
the other
Bucks.
team.
I think the
PG
Bucks are a better team.
PG's
But
been breaking everything.
yeah, but
Well,
they're
that means
3-3.
he's due for a good game.
I don't know.
I mean, stars don't
You picked
get
the Thunder.
no, well, yeah, but I think it's because like Russ and Melo are gonna take care of it.
Russ has 41 turnovers in 6 games.
I mean, it's growing pains.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Well,
Uh,
Russ has always been turnover prone.
Well, yeah, but that's really bad
Okay.
because he shouldn't have the ball in his hands that much.
He
But
needs to.
anyways,
All right, anyways.
Pistons Lakers.
Lakers.
He obviously picked the Lakers. Yeah, we both picked the Pistons. I think we know why. Oh, you picked the Pistons in the blowout. What is that?
I watched them. Yeah,
Oh, because
I watched that game. I watched them hit shots like crazy.
That's true.
I'm going to bet on the guys who beat me.
Okay,
All right.
fair enough.
Rockets Knicks. We all have
Obviously
the
Rockets.
Rockets.
Oh wait, I
What?
think, you know what? I'm gonna change this.
What did you do? Oh, he's changing his
I think
pick.
it'll be a blowout.
He's picking the Rockets to
Rockets?
blow out the Knicks.
Bigger
Okay.
than yeah, by 15.
Maverick Clippers. We all have the Clippers. Warriors Spurs.
You think that the Clippers are gonna blow out the?
Oh, I think the Mavericks are horrible.
Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna jump over Blake
The
Griffin.
the Mavericks are 1-6. The Mavericks are worse than the Suns, and we've been talking about the Suns as like the worst team in the NBA.
All right.
So,
Touche.
But the
Um,
Bulls though.
but the Bulls though.
Next,
Warriors
Spurs,
Spurs.
Warriors.
You
Marcus
guys all
chose
picked.
Spurs.
Alex picked the Warriors too. I picked the Spurs mostly because I just want to see the Warriors like be good.
Fair enough.
As long as they're not. It's kind of like the Thunder. Like once the Thunder like wins 10 in a row, then I'll be like, okay, I'm a bet on them. But for now, the Warriors and the Thunder are my like 2 picks where I'm like, yeah,
I just see.
not too sure.
As a Warrior fan, I've watched the Warriors get destroyed by the Spurs over and over and
So
over
many
again.
times.
I think we had like a 15-year losing streak in San Antonio.
That's pretty bad.
So I feel like if there's any game that the entire team brings their like full effort the entire time, it's going to be the Spurs game.
Okay, I can concede that.
So you all pick the Warriors.
Yeah.
But the Spurs aren't going to sit down.
No, of course not.
Then we have Lakers, Blazers.
I'm surprised you picked Blazers for that, Miguel.
Miguel picked the Blazers.
I still want to bet on Nurkic. I still want to bet
God.
on Nurkic having some sort of game. And if there's any team right now,
Get out of here. Don't say it.
okay, your
Don't-
interior defense,
Get
I'm
out
not
of
going to
here.
say it's amazing.
Miguel.
Portland is 4-2, by the way.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
sneaky
like,
number
why
4
are-
in the West.
Wait, I didn't
I'm
even-
surprised you all picked the Lakers, honestly.
Well, obviously the
Because
Lakers-
Dame,
I didn't look at the
We're going
the
undefeated.
rankings. I just assumed Portland was bad.
I mean, Dame and CJ.
I mean, it's too late. It's too late to change it. So I'm picking the Lakers. But
No, I mean Dame's been playing like the last few games I've seen Dame play. He just hasn't been hitting shots. I think he's overdue for a good game, but it's been really bad.
I mean,
he's just gonna pick the Lakers every
Like-
time.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna pick the
Okay,
Lakers.
that's-
But no, but I'm
that's a-
saying
that's a
like
given,
the
right?
Like-
Blazers just they started off really well. They're passing the ball, doing well, and then like they just decided to go back to ISO pick and roll, like one dribble pull up kind of stuff. That's the stuff you do in
But they're
pickup.
so good.
are you talking about
at,
the Lakers or
but-
the Warriors
I'm
right
talking
now?
about the-
because
the Blazers
your
right
sound
now.
is
Blazers.
the Blazers. Okay.
No, well, no. The Lakers is dribble pull up turnover.
Oh, interesting.
Again, sounds like the Warriors right now.
No, that's true.
Okay, let's move on to Cavs Wizards. We all picked the Wizards, which is
I mean, I don't like
pretty
the
damn
Cavs.
impressive.
I mean, I have 3 years and 3-1 to not like the Cavs.
I think
Plus, the Wizards played well against us.
Yeah.
I mean, before the fight, they were dropping everything, and even after the fight, they were still hitting like shots like crazy. So
Doesn't that feel like the one game where the Cavs just come out, LeBron puts up 45, 15, and 10, and just blows everyone away?
He could,
and-
but you got to remember that it's November.
No, it's regular season. I know, but like the Wizards are a top 3 team in the East,
Who
or
wants to
supposed
send
to be, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
would be
so
the
the
one
same-
game where the Cavs would play well against the Celtics and the Wizards.
Yeah, I see it. But LeBron has no LeBron can do that. But
If he doesn't care, then that's fine
who's
for
gonna hit
him.
the
They're gonna
shots?
lose.
I don't.
I mean, I picked the Wizards. I think
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wizards
yeah.
are gonna win,
For sure.
but I
it'll
don't
be a
know.
close game.
It can, yeah, it
No,
can be
no
interesting.
one's calling a blowout there.
That's true.
Okay, so our last game.
Last game, Celtics Thunder. Pretty divided. Alex and I picked the Celtics, and you two guys picked the Thunder.
Yeah, because Westbrook. That's
Russell
Westbrook. That's how you say his name.
Is that the only reason why you think the Thunder?
Yes,
Beastbrook.
and Melo.
Eastbrook and Melo.
Beastbrook's going to offset the Kyrie, and then Melo
Yeah,
and just because both teams are still trying to figure out how they're going to play with their new rosters, especially
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Celtics not having their second scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two good coaches going against each other, right? Billy Donovan and
Brad Stevens is much better than Billy
Is
Donovan.
Billy
No,
Donovan
no.
a good coach?
You don't think Billy Donovan is a good
Is
coach?
that a conversation we can get into?
You guys don't think Billy Donovan's a good coach?
Hell no.
I haven't seen enough of him without Westbrook dominating
I mean,
or
he-
having both Durant and
He won them he I mean he didn't win them, but
He
he won,
br-
he
he-
won a
he-
national championship.
Oh,
He won 2, but
in
that's because he
college.
played with
In
Horford
college.
and Noah.
but college is a different story.
He had like
than-
No.
one of the best like college teams
No, it's
in the
true.
century.
But I mean he's got one of the I don't want to say best.
I don't think
players.
he's a bad coach,
Russell
but
Westbrook.
I don't think he's
He's
at the
got-
level that Brad Stevens is
I
at.
actually can't say his name anymore.
Stevens was able to pull out so much more with his
No,
with
that's
the players
true.
that he had.
That's true.
So
No,
if
I'm
I had to
not-
pick between Donovan and like Donovan's okay at best right now, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Well, okay.
I haven't seen anything like he's
Alright.
not pulling everything out of his players like Popovich is or
course not.
Brad Stevens
No, he's
has.
not at their level yet, but
Yeah.
I think he's more than a capable. Like I mean,
And he hasn't
He's an
unlocked.
above average.
not to
coach.
shit on your Bulls, but
I mean,
Fred Hoiberg.
let's go ahead.
Or-
Well, yeah,
right? Like
Let's just do
he's an
that.
above average coach in the league. But I'd say better than Doc Rivers.
above
so-
average.
No, you don't think better than Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers has
Is Doc
that.
Rivers even a coach?
He
I
has
don't
that pedigree that it's hard to fight against.
He won a
Okay.
title the one season
Alright.
where all his stars were healthy. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
they were close to that one versus the Lakers the year after.
True.
That was
Two
a
years
that was
later,
a
2
close
years
series.
Yeah.
2010.
And
Yeah,
someone got injured, and we got lucky.
that's true.
Ron
Ron
Artest went off.
You didn't hear that from me, but Ron Artest, baby, Meta World Peace. Oh, you guys follow him on Instagram?
Oh God.
Yeah,
Little
he's
plug.
yeah. Meta World Peace 33, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So I picked the Celtics just because I don't trust the Thunder yet. I'm assuming next week I'll kind of see the Thunder and the Warriors differently, but for now I'm picking against them. Alex, I don't know why you picked the Celtics,
He
but
believes
I
in
guess
them.
we'll see.
All right.
All right. That's
So that concludes
that's
it,
all
right?
we have. Yeah.
You can
we'll
follow
be-
me on. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
We'll be back.
No
we'll be
plugs.
back next week.
Come check out the UCSD Guardian.
Yeah, come check out the UCSD Guardian on Facebook, our website, ucsdguardian.org, our Instagram, our YouTube, everything. Just flood
Check
us
us
with
out.
views and clicks and everything.
Yeah, clicks are good.
We'll be back next week. Kind of do the same thing, the rundown, and we'll see who picked the games correctly, basically. All right, that's all for us. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Deuces.